Iran has found a way to keep its oil flowing even under heavy US sanctions. During a brief pause in Washington's crackdown, Tehran quietly moved billions of dollars worth of crude oil to China using a secretive network of tankers known as Shadow Fleet. The operation highlights how sanctions are becoming increasingly difficult to enforce and how China remains a crucial economic lifeline for Iran. So, what exactly is Iran's shadow fleet and how did it pull off a massive oil operation? Our next report explains.
While the world was watching missiles, sanctions, and warships in the Middle East, Iran quietly pulled off a multi-billion-dollar oil operation. During a brief pause in U.S. pressure, Tehran reportedly shipped nearly $6 billion worth of crude oil to China, using a secretive network of tankers known as the Shadow Fleet. So how did it happen? According to a report cited by the Wall Street Journal, Iran took full advantage of a short-lived easing of the U.S. naval blockade and sanctions. In just about a month, nearly 20 Iranian tankers transported around 70 million barrels of crude oil, worth an estimated $5 to $6 billion towards Asia, with China being the final destination. But this wasn't a straightforward oil trade. Iran relied on its so-called Shadow Fleet, a network of aging tankers that often change names, flags, ownership details, and even switch off their tracking systems to avoid detection. Once the oil reached waters near Malaysia, it was transferred from one ship to another in the open sea. This process helps disguise the oil's Iranian origin before it is shipped onward to Chinese refineries. Why China? Because despite US sanctions, China remains the largest buyer of Iranian crude. Much of this oil ends up in independent Chinese refineries, often called teapot refineries, which continue purchasing discounted Iranian crude. Officially, China hasn't reported importing Iranian oil for years, but analysts say the trade has continued through indirect routes. The timing was crucial. Iran knew the relaxation of restrictions wouldn't last forever, so it rushed as many shipments as possible before Washington restored pressure. That massive export drive has likely given Tehran billions of dollars in fresh revenue, money that could help cushion its economy against renewed sanctions. For the United States, this highlights just how difficult it is to completely choke off Iran's oil exports. Even with sanctions and naval patrols, shadow shipping networks continue finding new ways to keep crude flowing. The bigger story isn't just about oil. It's about a global game of sanctions, surveillance, and strategy, where every temporary opening becomes an opportunity worth billions of dollars.